I met Paulami first time when we were in FIJC. I was in Jai Hind and she was in Podar.
Since most of our friends were in Podar, he used to keep missing his college and he used to come down to Podar just to meet all of us. And we
got along a lot and we used to go out together, outings and everything.
We hit off as the best of friends. We had we instantly clicked. And we had a huge group of friends where we used to hang out every day.
When I first saw her, it was like just meeting a friend. It was a normal introduction. I never saw her in that way.
There was something brewing for sure, but none of us told that to each other. We let it continue, and but somewhere deep down we both knew that okay, this is not friendship. This is something, we developed feelings for each other, but we did not have the guts, I think, to tell each other. We were just going ahead with the flow.
We had a big fight in the group, so our group got divided.
And I had to go along with one group and he had to go along with the other group. So yeah, there was nothing between us that caused the stir, but it's something that the groups kind of split. So that's why we just stopped talking. There was no issue with each other. There were no fights with each other. But yeah, there were 2 years gap which caused a gap in our friendship.
Paulami just called me out of nowhere. I think she was talking to our mutual friends and she wanted to talk to me since a very long time. And my friend used to force her. Baat karna, usme kya hai? Why didn't you talk to him? He doesn't have anything. You both don't have grudges for each other.
Of course, that one first phone call was kind of awkward since we had not spoken. But actually that kind of helped us in growing the friendship. After we got back, our relationship as being friends grew even more stronger. And our friendship became even more,
I used to make scrapbooks for her. I used to take her out. At that time, we were not working, we were in college. But I used to spend as much as money I had in my hand to make that day special for her. So it has always been like this.
It was a very smooth transitional phase, I would say, where none of us felt that, oh, because of this one thing, I think I'm in love with you. No, it was over the years, the friendship, the bond that we had created for each other. I think that is what got us here now. He always knew that birthdays are extremely special for me, and how much I used to, not now, but earlier I used to be crazy about my birthday.
On her birthday, I made sure I gathered 25 to 30 of our friends in the night for a dinner. I took her out in the morning for breakfast and for lunch, and in the evening I had booked a yacht.
I saw this yacht coming, a mini yacht, and that's when I was surprised. I was not expecting that, and I was elated, This was okay, this is something new and this is something not expected at all. Then he took me on the yacht and we went sailing for around an hour and a half. And then suddenly at around 5:30ish, when it was sunset, we were sitting at the deck and enjoying the breeze and enjoying the view, and suddenly he goes in and he sets up a camera. Sandeep! Yes!
I wanted to propose her when the sun sets and everything. I just wanted to make it's a very filmy scene, and she loves all these things, I know, and I hate it personally, but I had to do it for her.
I was very content since that phase, that okay, for him as well as for me, that this is it. I mean, for me it will always be Sandeep. So I was glad in a way, but then when he planned the entire thing and it was so grand and huge, I was very happy from within. I was like, okay, it can't be any better than this. As far as Sandeep's point is concerned, he has never asked me, ever. And now that I know, he did not even bother to ask even any of my friends or something, or what is wrong with her.
It never came in my mind to ask them that what's wrong with Paulami and what happened to her.
I think it never mattered to him, and I think that's the most beautiful part. He never took it as a challenge, or it was as smooth as any other relationship.
For her, even the simplest thing is very difficult to do it, like just holding a cup. She can't hold a pin. So it's very difficult for her, but as a person, I don't know, for Paulami, I was always willing to do everything for her. And I never gave it a second thought that why should I do it for her and shit, yaar, again I have to go there and help her. That thing never came in my mind ever.
It's magical. You know, you have someone who understands every need of yours without you have to even tell them. So that was, I think, a beautiful moment for me. So every time he stood so strong that there was never any embarrassing moment between us that, oh Sandeep, please do this, or do that. It was always done before even I had to say it.
More than me, she's always been with me like a pillar to do things what I always thought of doing, but I used to always take a step back. And then she always used to say, when you force me to do it, why can't you do it?